Humility is putting someone's feelings before yours.
Examples of humility in sports are acknowledging others, like giving them a high five for doing well in a game or blocking a shot.
Sharing credit for an example is like high-fiving your teammate after a game.
Being open to feedback even if you don't want to accept it.
Volunteering by helping pick up trash after a game.
Thankful. Be thankful for God even if you win a race or not.
Passing on praise. You can do this by high-fiving someone in the hallway or telling them what a great job they did on something they've done that day at school.
Being approachable, letting someone come talk to you without making fun of them.
Humility from an athlete standpoint is the concept of having a lot of confidence in yourself and knowing what you can do. For example, like with track or cross country, on the trail, on the track, and just having that confidence within yourself, but also not having a big ego where you're overconfident and you end up not performing to the extent that you need to. And as a coach, I think it's really great to see athletes who are humble and who have humility and can understand their faults and work for them, and also understand their positives and show their confidence. But sometimes when athletes have a little bit too much of an ego or they're a little too confident, they can drive away the group effort. They can drive away the team concept and really push athletes away from each other. Therefore, the team isn't working together and they can't be successful together. So those two correlate really well between the athlete and from a coach's perspective.
As a coach, I'm always looking for players who show humility because they're aware that there's room for growth. There's ability to improve, and they just make the team experience so much better. They bring a positive impact and create a positive environment to the team. So as a coach, we're always looking for those players that we call coachable, and we'd always rather have many of those players compared to the greatest player if they're just bragging and arrogant.
So to me, humility from an athlete's perspective, I grew up playing sports and played football and baseball in high school. I always tried to make sure that no matter if I did something well or not, just to make sure that, I always acted like I'd done it before. I tried not to showboat or try to show up the other team. I just wanted to kind of, basically show my actions on the field and not have to worry about trash talking or anything like that. And then kind of the same thing from a coaching perspective. I love athletes and coaching athletes that just kind of go about their business. Okay, they don't really care about the other team or the just being a good teammate, cheering for their teammates, even if maybe they're not playing as much as they want to or not starting, but they have a good attitude. And like I said, if they do something good, they don't have to let everybody know that they did something good. They just kind of act like they've done it before. And so like I said, I think kind of using both those perspectives, that's kind of how I was as an athlete. So look at the same thing from a coaching perspective as well.
The humility to me for an athlete and a coach is actually pretty much the same. It's putting others above yourself. So how are you going to sacrifice for the sake of the team? Because ultimately, in humility, it's not about you, but it's about the betterment of others and being successful.